Hi guys, welcome to Robin Hood Diaries. Today, I'm so glad that you're with me. Today is a sensitive topic, and it's not really going to be quite what you thought it was. It was previewed about functional bisexuality, meaning to be able to function as a bisexual for whatever reason, desire, obligation. There we are. Okay, so I'm just going to run through this because, oh my God, the length. I know you guys. Okay, so I'm 14, okay? While those three RAPEs were happening at 14, I had a girlfriend in high school. So this was really weird, okay? The industry is all pissed off at me because their industry, folks within their industry, essayed me. So I don't know how that works. I mean, I don't understand how that really makes any sense. I was essayed by a director, essayed by an actress, and essayed by a music producer. So is this my fault? I don't think so. So anyway, the feelings of whatever, functional bisexuality were only true at a moment in time. I loved my girlfriend very much, and she loved me quite a bit. But those things had occurred. I did not tell her the first time. We knew each other for the whole I mean, I knew her in 7th grade, but we were an item all through 9th grade. I don't get into sophomore because that flipped everything on its end, and it's in the book, unfortunately. So I'm in love with my girlfriend. I get essayed. Then I get essayed again, but it's statutory. So she doesn't know what to do. I don't really know what to do. And I just sort of go along with this, coercion and essays after essays with this 31-year-old person. Then it happens again. And again, she knows who it is, okay? So that essay happens, same type of thing, kind of friendly hanging out, but not with her. If she had been there, I feel sorry for the people, but she wasn't. She wasn't there to protect me or do any kind of intervention. So I go into 14 with all of this on my shoulders and being in love with my girlfriend. Then I, of course, get ET, okay, the day I turn 15, and I do that. And then I come out of ET as like this, boy next door, golden boy, straight as an arrow, and innocent as the driven snow. So it's not like coming out of a film where like you were a bad guy or you were like, as they say, fluid now. There was none of that. No. It was black or white back then. So once I came out of ET and I realized I was this golden boy thingy, then it was twice as hard because then I had to go deeper in the closet because there was no room for any wiggle anything. If you come out of ET, how could, what? What? The Dungeon Master is a queer badass? No, I don't think that would have flown. So I'm now fully in the closet by 15 because I realized, number one, I'm in the film industry. Number two, hello, my union. Hello, my former colleagues. It was the AIDS crisis, and we were young men, young gay men struggling, okay? I had my own agent, allegedly, and a director and 2 writers as I've said, at a dinner party, and someone, when my name came up, made the joke, "Don't bend over in the kitchen." Isn't that funny? Anyway, so this scenario, plus a girlfriend I'm in love with, is like brewing, okay? Then sophomore year happens, everything flips on its end in terms of relationships. Again, I can't go into it, it's the whole chapter. So I go from all I know, which was my girlfriend that I love so dearly, the essays, coming out of ET, and then being pounded into the closet. Now, y'all may think, and when I say y'all, I mean, some of you I'm talking to, like, not you guys, but like, the guys, the gals, the other ones. So don't, Anyway, So now I'm locked in the closet, right? I mean, I got all these I got agents coming on to me, passing me over to other agents coming on to me, casting directors coming on to me. But no one wants to talk about that, right? So y'all think that maybe being a closeted actor is like, okay, don't act gay. Don't be flamboyant and watch what you say. No, that was not it, guys. You not only had to fool your friends, but you also had to fool your agent, you had to fool casting directors, and get this, you had to not fool people. You had to participate in sexual activity with women so that you could stay in the closet. Now, unlike some of my assaults, that was, I guess, okay, because we knew this was like a nasty scenario. But if I am shooting, again, on location, and I'm using two examples, my hand up, okay? One leading lady was all over me, young leading lady. I played a friend of her, whatever. I'm telling you, I didn't dive into these things, but you play along. Why? Because actresses talk to each other and to other actors, and you're all actors. And then then a treacherous operator game happens. The operator, okay, I'm going to tell you your nasty brown jacket smells. And by the end of 8 people, it's I love that brown jacket. So the operator game goes nutso if you don't reciprocate. So I had to learn to either have sexual relations with my leading ladies, a few of them, or I had to find strategic ways to back out of it. Now, the 2 leading ladies that I did have affairs with, it wasn't as uncomfortable a scenario. They were lovely ladies. I just did what I did because, you gotta do what you gotta do. But then there's scenarios where women are coming on to you, other actresses, people in the industry, the agent that dropped me because I didn't reciprocate. They talk. So if you don't reciprocate, then that's fodder for gossip. This is AIDS, this is queer men, and this is in the 80s. Hello, people in the industry. Do you know what I mean by part of my slaughtered princes? Are we to be swept under the carpet and pretend like that whole agony of that whole generation of male gay actors just was tough and it didn't exist? 40 years later? Come on, people. Okay, so I go on with this charade, I do a play, I have an affair with my leading lady the whole time. It's not even a performance anxiety. I didn't really have much of a problem there, but performing, like I'm attracted to you, I'm flirting, you have to flirt back, all of these little things. And then you have to do the deed or find some reason or way out of the deed. And sometimes you slip and you have to do it because you can't get out of it. And this is AIDS era. This is gay male actors. And this is like for a generation of them, guys. It started in 80 and we were still in a crisis in 99. Do the math. That's 20 years of us having to do this. I'm sorry I'm agitated, but this is the crux of many a problem, especially with this whole denial thing, like me being ostracized. Do you think I care? I'm 60 years old. What have I gotten from the franchise? I cry when I see the movie. I love the movie. I love the performances, and that's where it ends. I wasn't hired for a franchise, and there was no non-disclosure agreement, or there was no, what did they call them? Those clauses, decency clauses. Back in the studio days where you had to, act decent or you could be fired. I don't recall signing. I remember going to the judge and swearing that I wouldn't say a word of the script and I won't go what went from there into somebody else's direction. But no, okay? So this is the way we lived. Many of us were so in the closet that we couldn't function, and those lucky enough to be able to function, functioned. And I spent all that time looking for my girlfriend again until 10th grade happened, and then I fell in love with Tim, and then I fell deeply in love with my husband. But I'm imagining my high school girlfriend the whole time I'm trying to have to do this, because she's the only one I was ever attracted to that way. And we were sweethearts. So this is just a weird ass thing. I may have drifted a little bit from the purpose of the show, but the functional bisexuality, organically, yes, with my high school sweetheart. But beyond that, I was just desperately trying to stay deep in the closet, like thousands of us were, some of which died with that secret agony. Philip McKeon. Read his deathbed letter that didn't get released until after he passed. Why? He still couldn't bring himself to do it as he was passing away. So you need to think about this whole you, again, you know, the royal you, about this whole thing. It needs to be revisited, okay? Functional bisexuality was a necessity during that era. I just happened to have a lovely girlfriend who was the only one who really understood. We never had to talk about it. If she had cute friends that were guys, she kind of let me enjoy flirting in my own secret way. And she would smile. We never had to talk about it. It wasn't a thing for her. She wasn't fluid. She wasn't a lesbian. She wasn't bisexual. She was just okay with whatever it was. One of my besties, when she found out through the grapevine, I denied it. She said, "Oh, good. I thought you were an FAG." Well, ooh, God. Then I'm like, yikes, this is hemorrhaging everywhere. And I came out to my mom at 16, to my dad at 21. I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, thanks for being patient with my agitation. But I did try and stay on topic and true to the crux of this topic, this issue. Okay, thanks for sharing time with me. And I don't deserve you, but I am very, very happy that you're here with me every day, night, middle of the night, morning, twilight, sunrise, whatever. Okay, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.